Forms are here. Good morning. It's Friday. I don't even know what day it is. I need to my date thing on my watch is not on the right setting and I can't press the button. Anyways, it's Friday. So just came over here to check on the job site. I kind of pop over here every morning just to check on things. I mean, really nothing happened. Unfortunately, yesterday we had to call off the pour. It was just, we had a rainstorm coming in and it was just in the morning, it was just pouring down rain and it's just way too sloppy out here to pour concrete. I mean, we could have poured it, but it's just so sloppy. I mean, it'll make a mess because we got to get the pump truck down here and just too much. So the guys don't really want to work in the pouring rain and setting up forms and stuff. So I get it. So we postponed to next week. Unfortunately, that sort of changes my plans because I was supposed to be heading off to Dallas on Tuesday morning to go to my real estate mastermind group. I'm a part of a real estate mastermind called Investor Fuel. Been a member of that for 4 years now. We're supposed to be there from Tuesday to Thursday, but I need to be here for the pour, make sure the walls are right, just to double check everything. This is kind of critical, so I went ahead and canceled my trip to Dallas because more than likely we will be pouring next week. Looking at the weather forecast, it looks like it's going to be sunny and dry until about Wednesday. So, you know, looks like we'll hopefully be pouring sometime this week, this upcoming week. So, it is what it is. You know, I wish we could have started this build sooner than we did because, you know, I wanted to get this foundation in the ground before we get into kind of winter. It's November now. November's typically pretty rainy here in Georgia. And then you got December coming up. Hopefully the rain's not too bad. Hopefully we can get these walls poured this week. They'll have to dry out for a few days, and then we can send the waterproofing guys in here, do their waterproofing on the walls, and then we can start backfilling. Now, backfilling is going to be also weather dependent because we've got all this dirt here that's really, you don't want to backfill when it's just wet, sloppy dirt. First of all, he'll be slipping and sliding all over the place here. So when we backfill, more than likely we're going to start in this corner right here and we'll work our way around over to there. I was just chatting with Andy. He's going to come over here in a little bit. We'll take a look at this. But right over here where we had that root ball, that tree that we had to dig out, we're going to have to compact all this up because that's a garage slab there. So more than likely what we're going to do is get a jumping jack compactor, and we're just going to build this up in lifts right there until we get up to that point. We're just going to compact all this dirt in that hole, and then on the top here we will compact in there. More than likely we'll just get a bunch of crush and run. I was doing the math on it, and I think if we do like 2 tandem loads of crush and run or GAP, the base material, we can just compact all that up to the slab height and get a nice good compacted slab. I am going to call the engineer that I had do the slab and just ask him maybe if it makes sense to maybe just put like one sonotube here or something right in that spot, just so that we don't get any slab settlement in that corner. So anyways, I'm gonna reach out to him and ask his opinion on that and see what he says. So that's the plan. I should get the engineering report back to engineer this front porch slab. As you can see, this footing's kind of stepped up. That's where our front porch is. So we're gonna have to backfill all of that and compact that. And then the engineer is speccing out some, essentially some red iron beams that will span those large areas, like right in the middle and on the sides where we've got about a 13-foot span. We'll basically just put some metal beams in there onto the concrete, and then we'll pour the concrete over top of that and essentially create a grade beam, and then put a lot of rebar in it, and then there should be no issues of that porch slab ever settling. I mean, it's literally just gonna be people walking on it. There's never gonna be a car driving on it or anything of that sort. So it should hold together fine. You just wanna make sure that you don't get any cracking or settlement of that slab in the future, because we are doing that porch slab. So that's what we'll do on the front porch. He's going to have that engineer report back to me today, so we can give that to the concrete company or to the foundation company, you know, just to make sure that they know that when we're doing this front porch slab. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then Andy will be here in a minute, and we're going to just kind of go over strategy of backfilling all of this. You know, you want to start in the corners where the concrete's strongest. Fortunately, with this particular plan, you can see we have a lot of corners. So these walls are actually going to be very stiff because they've got a lot of corners in them, and that you don't have any very long spans of straight walls, which could potentially cave in. You do have one kind of right here in front of the garage, so more than likely when we're backfilling, we'll put a brace back there and just brace it with a few pieces of wood. And the same goes right over here on this long wall. We'll put some wood in there just to brace it so that the wall doesn't fall in. So that's the plan. So we'll see how that goes, and check in with you guys later. And hope you're enjoying these videos, and we'll keep documenting this process throughout the process. So have a great day. See you. Bye. Good morning. So it is Tuesday, November the, I don't even know what day it is. We're on the 10th, maybe 9th, 10th. So we're out here. It's a sunny day, beautiful day. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees today, this afternoon. It's kind of cold, kind of chilly this morning, but typical fall day here in Georgia. So as you can see, we got movement today. They're stripping forms right now. They're literally just, I think they just stripped the last form, and they are bending rebar, and they're going to start putting up walls today. I was just walking with Scott right there. He's kind of the guy in charge, and we were going over wall heights and stuff throughout. So we're gonna start putting up walls today, and we have concrete scheduled for Friday. We got some scattered thunderstorms coming through Thursday, but looks like 30% chance of rain or something like that, and it's scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms. So hopefully, you know, if it does rain, it'll just get a little wet on the site. But Friday looks like the storms will clear by Friday, and we'll have partly cloudy and good weather Friday. So we'll be pouring Friday. We'll have walls poured on Friday. So looking forward to getting walls up here. And we're just going over layout, like how much we're dropping this slab down for the garage and how high to do those walls. And we've got we've got a slab support ledge in the front for the front porch. So there's a lot of moving parts there. So stay tuned. Adios. All right. Standing up here on the top of Mount Bob. So end of the day, guys just pulled out and left. So we got pretty much all the wall steel tied today. I come back tomorrow and actually set the forms up, but all the wall steel's tied. They just left themselves a little hole right here to get in and out to set these forms down there. So they just pulled out, worked a long day. They got here about 7:30, and it's 3:30 right now. So they just pulled out and left. Andy came by here today and did a little moving stuff around, a little cleaning stuff up here. We're getting another load of gravel to add a little bit more gravel here. Once the concrete is done, we're gonna scoop all this gravel out right here because we won't really need that entrance anymore once we're done pumping concrete. And we'll move it back over here for the actual driveway, because the actual driveway is going right from there right through here all the way around there. So we'll do that, pack this in, get this all set up right, and then we'll start cutting the actual driveway out too. We got to cut into this bank a little bit, berm it like I mentioned in another video. So got everything all formed up there, and we're on track to pour Friday, so stay tuned. Good afternoon. It's first video today. Today's been a rough day. My wife got food poisoning last night about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I passed another kidney stone this morning. Very small one, but not super painful, but still painful. So dealt with the kids this morning while I was pushing the kidney stone through, and it's still like in there a little bit. But I don't know if you've ever had a kidney stone before, but once it gets down to the bottom and it's like almost into your bladder, you feel like you have to pee like every 5 seconds, but you don't. So anyways, guys are out here setting up forms today. They're almost done here with all the forms. So by the end of the day, they'll have all the forms up and it will be pouring concrete Friday. Looks like the rain we're supposed to get tomorrow is not going to be too bad. Mostly south of here and just sort of scattered rain showers. So shouldn't be much of an event. Andy we got some more gravel, loaded that out. So we've got another little driveway up to here. And the foundation guys, their truck broke down about a mile from here. And today they had to go get all the forms and unload them off the truck, load by load, in pickup trucks and bring them over here because the truck was too heavy for the tow truck guy to haul it. So they had to unload all that stuff, bring it over here, and then they towed the truck back over here. You can't see it, it's on the other side of this dirt pile. But yeah, that was a bad day for them. So anyways, that was a fun day for them. So we'll do another video later once they're all done and gone, but they're trying to get everything knocked out and formed up today. So have a good one. All right, so update this afternoon. Trying to get all these forms up today. Don't know if we'll 100% finish. All I got left is the garage. They're almost done with here, but I just got the engineer report back for engineering the slab up here. So we're gonna do a pan deck, which is gonna be a little bit more expensive, but it is what it is. Those orange marks right there are actually gonna be beam pockets. So there's an 8-inch steel I-beam that's gonna go there and right there. So they're gonna put a pocket in that form for that beam to sit inside of. So it can rest like a ledge for it to rest on. And then that will help support the slab. So that way we can just do a steel pan all the way across and pour our slab on top, and we don't have to like backfill all of this. I mean, I could eventually use this as like some sort of secret hideout spot or something, but for now we'll just leave it as is. So we'll walk around the perimeter. He's going around double checking everything. They are running low on panels, so that's not going to stick up like that. It's going to be flat across. This is 9-foot wall. This is our brick ledge right here. So you can see here is our final fill. So we'll just bring our fill right up, basically right up to the edge of those bricks will be our final grade of the house. This right here is supposed to be a 10-foot wall here. So they're going to put some more panels on the inside and outside here. And this is basically the porch stoop. So we'll put a steel pan on top of this, pour slab on top of that. And I'm kind of standing on final grade here. So there'll really only be like maybe a couple steps up onto this slab. So that'll be nice. And then you've got a 4-foot wall here. So this is basically the bottom of the slab. You see that ledge right there? That's the slab's going to get poured and kind of sit right on top of that. And then that wall comes up, and then our trusses will sit on top of that. Now they're going to go across, and that is a 10-foot wall over there. So what's actually going to happen is we're going to do a top bearing truss on that side, and there'll be a small little heel on the top of it, and it will sit like an L shape and like sit on top of the wall, and the bottom cord of the truss will actually hang down into the basement a little ways. And then that'll continue across here. So there'll be basically a 2-foot wall around, or I'm sorry, this steps down to a 1-foot wall right here, because we're going to do a haunch on the slab, and we got to leave ourselves room to slope the edge of the concrete at the front edge of the garage to do a little bit of an angled slope on it. But this will be a 2-foot wall all the way around the perimeter, and then we'll backfill in here and compact that, and then pour the slab right on top of that. There's our 9-foot wall over there. So basically you'll have the screen and porch right about there is where it will come out. So screen and porch will be there, and you'll probably have 4 or 5 steps down to the ground over there. They only had tall panels, so that's not going to actually be poured that tall. They'll snap a pour line in there and pour it all the way around. But again, that's the porch in the front. And yeah, so we're gonna have to get some more panels over here and do this real quick, but they'll get this finished in the morning. We're pouring tomorrow around I think he said 1 o'clock is when the truck's coming here, so we're gonna start to pour around 1. Pour all the walls tomorrow. So that's the plan, Stan. All right, let's walk around here. So this is the garage footing, the brick, BKOF, brick on footing. So the footing is actually the brick ledge in this case. So the brick will just sit right on this footing here. Going around here, we've got a brick ledge in here. This is our big retaining wall in the back. We've got brick ledge poured in here. The brick on this side will just sit on the footing. So we'll brick this up, brick a little bit there. Really, we'll probably only brick back to, I don't know, right back there, because all this is going to get covered by a porch anyway, so this doesn't really matter. Doesn't need to have a brick ledge in it. So yeah, they've already got it marked off for a brick ledge, but doesn't technically need a brick ledge back here because this is all covered under the porch. So looking good. Got our wing wall over there. Let's walk around here. So like I mentioned in another video, we'll kind of round off the top of this hill a little bit, and we're gonna put a small boulder retaining wall here with some boulders. Just sort of chop this wall off. As you can see, it's the steepest right here and it slopes this way. So we'll just cut off this edge right here, which will probably knock a couple feet off of the height here, and just sort of gradually roll it in to the boulders right there. Make it look nice. Going all the way around here. This is a retaining wall. It's going to be kind of angled. It'll slope down to here. So this is only a 6-inch thick wall here. As you can see, it will basically go down to right here. So we'll just basically slope it out to right here, pour the concrete to here, and just float it out all the way up as we go. And then, like I mentioned, standing on the other side, the actual height of the porch is right there. It's a foot down from there. So the porch won't be that tall. And then you can see our brick ledge starts right here. So we'll actually have fill dirt. Our fill dirt will actually come up to the brick level. So our finished grade in this area is going to be about right here. So this will be about our finished grade height right there. And then you'll have on this side 30 inches or so. I'm trying to keep it so I don't have a railing on this front porch. So if we bring up the grade to right here, we only have like less than 30 inches there to the top of the slab. So we'll bring in dirt as necessary just to make it so we don't have a railing on the front porch. Or if the inspector gives me shit, I'll just put a railing here, close on the house, and then I'll like take it down, because I don't want a railing on the front porch. We might need one on this side. This is all going to get backfilled in here. I mean, we've got plenty of fill dirt here. This is going to get filled up to there, and then the slope will just sort of drop off that way and feather out away from the house. So that's the plan, Stan. Good morning. It's Friday. It is pour day. I don't know where the guys are. They should be here soon. It's messy and sloppy out here because we had some line of storms come through last night. Some heavy rain for, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. So it's nice and sloppy and wet and muddy, and gotta love it. So I'm out here at the site waiting on the guys to get here. We've got concrete coming today at, I think he said 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Concrete's gonna start coming. So we are pouring walls today. So give you a little breakdown here. So this is our portico here. So that's actually a 10-foot tall wall right there. And you know, I didn't even measure the inside of that. Yeah, that's 9 foot. That's 9 foot. Yep. So we're good. We're good there. So yeah, this is actually going to be a 10-foot tall wall right here, because this is the portico porch. So it's going to get poured there. And then they've got to come back. All they've got to finish up today is they got a few random little forms here. They got to finish up the porch, just one little section there on the front porch. They got to do this right here. And then they've got to do, Cherokee County is out here. What are they digging water for? I don't know what they're doing. And then we got to do the forms for the garage footings, or not footings, but garage walls. And then they got a little section over there on that side. They worked out, you know, unfortunately now that it's getting dark earlier, they worked till basically dark last night, and then they'll be out here soon. It should only take them maybe a couple hours to get all the rest of these forms up. They've already got the panels already set up here. So we're basically doing 2-foot panels all the way around here, and then we're doing a 1-foot panel across the front. And then essentially what we're going to do is then thicken the slab edge here at the front edge when they pour the slab, and that will allow them to put in a little ramp right there so that we get a nice smooth transition into the garage, is the plan. So yeah, we're walking around. It's super muddy. It's going to be a sloppy day. I'm going to be washing the street off a lot today. So as these concrete trucks come in and out, it's going to make a mess. So fun times. I wish it didn't rain yesterday, but luckily it's going to be sunny all day today. It's going to be sunny until they're calling for sunny days until Tuesday or Wednesday. So Scott said they'll come pull the forms off probably Monday. And then hopefully before any more rain comes, the guys will come and do the waterproofing. So that's the plan for today. So stay tuned, and I'll do some videos later as we're pouring. So have a good one. See you guys. Sloppy mess. Ball's going up. So that's the first truck. Got 2 more trucks in queue over here. This whole pour is about 80, I think he estimated 88 yards. So that's about 7 trucks. Yeah. They just got here a little late. They're supposed to be here at 1:30. It's 3:15 right now. So I think these are the only 3 trucks. So now he's got to run all the way back down to Holly Springs to Univetter Road and go back to the get some more and then come back. So hopefully we're not out here too late tonight. But this time I've got a pressure washer out here instead of the water hose, so I should be able to keep the road pretty clean. We got in another load of gravel. We got some more 34 in here packed in good, so we shouldn't have that much mud. I mean, he doesn't have any mud on his tires right now, so that's a good sign. The pump guy will have mud on his tires. We can pressure wash him out. He and I are like close now, so he and I will wash it up real good. So we're first truck's done, so he's heading on out. Truck number 4. We're on truck number 4 right now. We got 2 more in queue waiting, 2 more on their way back to the batch plant to go get some more concrete. So making progress. We're full here. You can see it dripping out. Working on this front wall, and they're working their way around back. So this retaining wall is full here. This is a little wing wall. So that's full. That's their slope gauge there. So sweet.